stand-up outside of my kitchen, and I get a ton of laughs there, but I think it might have something to do with my cooking. I did memorize all of my notes, but I'm on my second glass of wine, so I'm going to use them. So I have a 15-year-old daughter and 13-year-old twins. And, ow. Did you say ow? Yes, kind of. You didn't think I was going to heckle you back, did you? Now, so they all have their own different personalities. 8 in total. Yes, and my girls, they're really alike, and my son, he's like, well, he's like my mailman. Yeah. So I child-proofed my house, but they still get in. Yes, when the twins were born, my daughter was 2.5 years old. So for a short period of time, I had 3 kids under the age of 3. Yeah, there's somebody out there who feels my pain. Yeah, so I had 3 kids under the age of 3, and 4, if you count my husband. We would get through the day with lots of bottles. There was usually some crying in there, and we even resorted to a few timeouts. Some of that was for the kids. My son plays soccer, and my girls dance. But I had to take the pole away from them. Yeah, because the neighbors were starting to talk. So, when I had depression, I didn't want to get out of bed. And I realized that I really needed to get out of bed because I had a house to take care of and 3 kids to look after. And then I realized, that's why I'm depressed. Really. So I can't believe, just a second. I love you. I don't know who you are, but I love you. So I was really, really upset that the kids would not eat my very elaborate breakfasts. I mean, what kids don't like dry toast and Brussels sprouts? I cut the toast in little triangles. Come on. No, kids are the toughest food critics. If they had more wine, they'd be excellent. So instead of writing a bad review, though, they just throw the Kraft dinner at your head. It's ugly at dinner time. So I saw a psychiatrist for a while, and she would schedule me for a 1-hour appointment. Saw her a couple of times, and the receptionist said to me, she must really like you. She schedules everybody else for half an hour. Doesn't that mean I'm twice as crazy? Make up your own mind. So if I had a bad week, she would up my medication. If I had a good week, she'd say, "Do you think you're bipolar?" I said, "Hang on. Let me check with my other personalities." No, they say no. No, we're good. But I thought, who else goes to a psychiatrist with 1 mental illness, and after a month of therapy, they have 2? I didn't stick around because, she wanted me there for a year. I was too afraid. I'm starting to miss the cup. funny, me pouring that whole thing on in front of me. I would drink it still. Okay, so when my kids were little, I'm not proud of this fact, but I swore a lot. Did you say yeah? It's like somebody knows me. So much so that my son thought his name was Jesus Christ Riley. But as mortified as my husband was, I really felt like I was preparing him for life. Because for the last 2 years, Riley has played Jesus in the school Christmas play. He won a Christian Leadership Award too. Yeah, he goes to a Catholic school. I'm just saying. Yeah, so, I'm a recovering perfectionist. So for a long time, I had a really hard time letting go of being perfect. Except when it came to housekeeping. I let that go years ago. You could ask my husband, but he's home doing laundry. Right where he should be. So instead of medication, now I do meditation. You know, I don't quite look that serene when I'm doing it, but I have had people say to me, so when you're meditating, do you hear voices? Well, of course I do. They say, hey you, get up and make us some dinner. So at one point, my husband took 3 little kids on vacation by himself for 2 weeks. Applause, right? That's awesome. So when they tried to get back in though, do you guys remember that big fire where it closed the highway? I had to do something to stop them from coming back. I was having a great time. So my husband didn't get it. He used to say to me, just smile. And I would think, it is really hard to smile when my fist is shoved down your throat, darling. Yeah, he didn't get it. He also said, you know, just choose to be happy. And I thought, I'll choose to be happy when you're buried in the backyard. He says, you know my husband. He says we've been married for 16 glorious years. It's been 22. But he's right. It has only been 16 glorious. And you know, it might be the wine talking, but I love wine. Oh, I meant my husband, yeah. Him too. So there's lots of careers I could have chosen. I could be a teacher or a nurse, or I could do everything for everyone all the time, and then wonder why no one else is doing anything. Oh wait, that's called being a mom. So my sister-in-law gets a part in a play, and she calls me to say, you're my inspiration. That's nice, that's nice. She played an angry housewife. Now that's a diagnosis I can relate to. Yeah, she had to sing a song, called Shut Up and Eat Your Effing Cornflakes. But I would never, never say that. We eat Cheerios. You know, I thought I needed to do it all myself. But that's really hard when you're trying to get pregnant. But boy, did I try. Dirty minds people have. So I thought I needed to be this amazing cook and great housekeeper. You know, I was like Martha Stewart. And no matter what you hear, I did not go to jail. In hindsight, that would have been kind of a nice vacation. But I did get breaks away when I was in the hospital for elective surgery. I just wish my husband hadn't kept nominating me. So, my husband didn't get it. Well, he got it twice. I mean, we've got 3 kids. Yeah, his idea of giving me a break was taking the kids out to play so I could stay at home and clean the house. Do you know how hard it is to clean the house when you got a glass of wine in one hand, a cigarette in the other? Getting to me. So now, you know, when he empties the dishwasher, it's like he needs this big award. Yeah. Amen, sister, right? Yeah. So the award, I'll let him stay. For one more glorious year. Yeah. So now I'm a speaker and an author, and some of my friends call me the White Oprah. It's because I like to talk, I really want to help people, and I have a big ass. Have I mentioned my husband? So I do a lot of travel, and sometimes I drive, but mostly I fly on my broom. That's good. So you know how when you get your passport picture and they tell you, you know, don't smile? That's because they want you to look exactly like you do after you've waited 3 hours in line and you're about to get a strip search. You know, at my age, I call that a date. I go back once a week. And you can tell who I am, because I am the only woman who runs into customs and says,